What's up, YouTube? It's Louis here. Hope you're all well. Still got the Rona, but yeah, I'll make a video for you guys. I just want this to be done, man. I just want to get out of my house. But anyway, we've called this dip exactly. We had a target up here. I think we had a further target at 46k. We were obviously waiting for about 44.4. We closed our trade there. We entered from this double bottom right there, took the trade to the 44.4k. Nice 25% gain with about 10x leverage in the group chat. Haven't done a trade in the group chat since then, so you can imagine since, let's check the date for you guys. This is why, I'll explain. So 23rd of March was the last time we took a trade. It's been almost the 13th of April now. Ridiculous. It's almost been a month since we last took a trade. But the reason we do it like this is because we don't want to just give our money back to the market. One thing that we were saying on the channel and in the group chat is this green line over here, 44.4k, it's so vital we break above that. That's why we closed our trades here. We had a shooting star right there. Can you see that green candle? You had the same one in red here, the same one in red here, in green here. You have a massive red one here. You have some green ones here. And yeah, and even some red ones here. One, two red ones, a green one right there. When you see this at resistance at the top, it's a sell signal. You can see sell, sell over here, sell here, sell, 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 sell. And over here, it just did not work. This is the reason why we closed the trade, because we had a sell signal. So I was anticipating we come back down to where we just came from, the double bottoms neckline. Why? Because when we broke out of it, you can see on the candle that we actually entered on, it did on the daily time frame actually come back for support and retest that neckline as support. Amazing. But it did not do it with a red candle. And this is, for me, in my opinion, what I really want to see. I want to see a red candle holding support. I want to see a daily candle for the whole day attempting to go below. Close as a red candle for the next day to go and invalidate that. So basically just did that all in one candle, which is, yeah, still amazing because you were down there at one point, came back up. But yeah, even though we entered the trade, even though we profited, this is the main reason why we didn't really want to hold it all the way until 46k. Of course, that happened in the end. So obviously we were just didn't want to be greedy. Basically, we were expecting to come back down to here, hold this for support, and then continue to the 46k target. But we just continued up, and I told you guys, okay, now we're getting a bit too vertical. I made you guys aware that it looked exactly like this, where we went up for what 8-9 days, exactly from this low 8-9 days. We didn't measure it from down here for this one. We measured it from there, and so the same for here. We measured it from there, from that like hammer, from that spinning top, where we had just green candles in a row basically. And I told you literally that from the exact top, guys, we can't get excited. Everyone on Twitter was excited, even in people in the group chat. Not everyone. Obviously, the students that have been here for a while will understand that nothing to get excited over. Everyone was aware in the chat and even on the YouTube channel that this area over here was looking like this. Even before we started coming back up, I was telling you guys it's starting to look a lot like this, because it was doing something very similar with the 12 EMA. I don't use the 10, I use the 12 because this is, in my opinion, a bit better, a bit more accurate than the 10 EMA. So make sure you got the 12 as well. Don't use it every single day. Sometimes on the chart, sometimes it's not, because sometimes it can just get in the way if there's too much on the chart. Now, if I get rid of the drawings, you can see the EMAs. You can see we came down to the 12 EMA. We bounced off it, almost touching the 20, bouncing off the 12. So I knew over here, if we now come up and put in a lower high, lower than that wick, and this is what I exactly told you guys, then we're going to come back down, because we're not making a high, we're making a lower high, and technically that means we should make a lower low, losing that wick low. And I told you for this area it's exactly the same. It's just this point and this point. Break above this, we're going to long. Lose this, you can short. Where did we give you the target? The double bottoms neckline. However, even though we gave you this target, it wasn't the final target we were made aware of. We always knew about this rising wedge. We were talking about this rising wedge, honestly, guys, from this rejection here. So back in February, over 2 months ago, we were talking about this rising wedge where no one was. Of course, we all knew about this head and shoulders back in December, the potential. No one thought that this was the right shoulder. Everyone was expecting it to be much bigger. It ended up becoming the right shoulder anyway. We drew the neckline. We started consolidating since this pump up, and then obviously started dumping again, and then this pump up. Every single person, well, can't speak for everyone, but many people forgot about this head and shoulders pattern. Just before we continue, please help the channel out. The algorithm is always working against us, so I beg you guys, I'm begging literally, please like the video, please comment. That helps the most. Let's get to 50 likes on each video. We're getting about 200 to 300 views, so literally even over half of you. I've never hit 100 likes. Let's try and hit 100 likes. But yeah, main goal 50. Let's start to hit 100 once in a while as well, because yeah, we can definitely do it. So of course, don't forget to subscribe. Trying to get to 2.5k subs. So yeah, going back to this location, you can see we're bouncing off the final support. What did I tell you guys in the video 2 days ago? This yellow box over here is vital to hold as support. You can see if I just, well, yeah, from the low to this high over here, this impulse up here, we're correcting back down to the 6-1. Let me get rid of these fibs, but this fibs was here because once we lost that wick low, which was like that one, we had targets. I thought, yeah, the double bottoms neckline is going to hold the 1618. We met it, but the momentum was so strong we continued. So I did make you guys aware we could be coming to those two targets and into this yellow box. Now that we're here, you can see we have this ascending support, so it's so vital to hold this. Otherwise, literally this line has been here since the exact top, not tampered with. You can go back to videos since the 28th of March. This line's been here exactly, and we're calling this because it was a potential rising wedge. So even though we broke above this resistance, I made you all aware you're still running into the head and shoulders neckline resistance. And we got rejected and we started coming back down to the support. So this is why it's such a key area to hold, because if we're losing this now, it's a very negative scenario. We're creating the reverse wave, because this point is the golden pocket. You can see we're holding the 618. Not only is it this Fibonacci from the low to the high, it's also this one here. When we first met this resistance that we struggled with for over a month, over a couple months, from the high to the lowest point there. And I drag this across and you can see these new values over here, the 618, the 050. It's on this golden pocket. So when we got above this golden pocket right there, this is what invalidated further downside, because you came down and you're tracing back into the golden pocket, the magnet, before continuation down. So the fact that you got above it and all you need to do is confirm its support, you're basically invalidating that further downside, which is what should have happened. Now by getting above it, we've created that reversal wave to the one. Where is the one? The previous high. And that's why we came up into it, but we got rejected because we need to break above the one to go to the 1618. So if we're ever getting above 44.4k again, just know we're in a 53k target. But yeah, until then, of course, that's not happening. We're not above the one, we're below it. We were above it, then we went below. So for the moment, because we're below, we've basically invalidated that upside to the 1618. What do I always tell you guys when we go back below the one? Where do we go to? The 0618. Then we're going to get this relief rally right now, hopefully, obviously, because this is a golden pocket. This should get a reaction from this. Let me just get rid of this previous fib. So we should get a reaction from this. And of course, if the fibs are being used as they should after this impulse from down here all the way to the top, you're just coming back, retracing to the 0618 before the continuation to the upside to 53k, back to this high basically, or to potentially even 50, as high as 56k. But of course, lose this now, we're creating the reversal wave. We could be coming back down to the one. That would be meeting the rising wedge technical target back down here at around 35k. You can see the one's a bit lower, and of course if we're losing the one, then you've got further downward targets here at 27.8k for Bitcoin. Obviously the head and shoulders target also in and around that location, 27.8k for Bitcoin. But you can see that's below that low. I don't think it would go there, guys. I think the area with most confluence, with more things pointing at this specific location, is most likely going to be the bottom. Now, hopefully it just meets the rising wedge target. We don't go below the one. We get back above the 618 and continue up. Of course, you can just come to the 618 and get rejected and fall lower. But yeah, can't ignore that. This is the target. It is the target. Two things pointing at it, the 1618, as well as the head and shoulders. But will this support over here allow us to get to that target? That's something that I think that will stop us. And it's for that reason that maybe we could be looking at in around 30 to 31, maybe as high as that 1.272, because obviously now that we lost the 1414, it makes sense to say you're coming to the 1.272, and you can see previously that held like a boss. Of course, you went a bit lower, but where was the true support? There, 32k roughly. So thank you guys for watching. I beg you guys, please like the video. The algorithm is always working against us, especially in these times when I'm off sick. Yeah, they're not going to help us or whatsoever. So yeah, make sure to share the video, to like, subscribe and comment. And if you're interested in starting your next steps in this journey of becoming a crypto trader, then I'm more than happy to help you achieve these goals. So if you're interested in the course, in the mentorship, or just the group chat alone, wait until the end of this video to hear more about that. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. And yeah, I'll bring you to the crypto packages now. Peace. So guys, here are the crypto packages. If you think you have what it takes to stay disciplined and consistent over the next 3 to 6 months, then I'm more than happy to help you 10x your learning curve. So you can already be a complete beginner, or you can be advanced. It doesn't matter. I'm here to turn you into a self-sufficient trader that doesn't need anyone else's guidance by the end of it. I even had to pay over £10,000 to get all this information. That includes scams, scam signals where I lost 3k, scam master account management where I lost 5k, scam pyramid scheme companies for bad courses. Then I found my mentor and I had to pay over $2,000 for just a 2-hour mentorship lesson. What you guys are getting for £650 is access to the chat until the top of the market. So if the top of the market is a year away, do 1 year times 40. So you're definitely getting your money's worth. You also get the course included in the mentorship, and I will actually not just do a 2-hour lesson with you. I will stay here for a month period to make sure that you become a self-sufficient trader by the end of it. So if you're interested in this, head over to my Twitter, Louis_crypto, to the pinned post and message me there. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.